Hello, and welcome to a grab and go opportunity put on by me, Christine, the teen librarian at the Jones Creek branch of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Today we will be making shrink plastic quote bracelets. The materials you will need are some shrink plastic, a marker or pen, or coloring pencils, scissors, a hole punch. I'm using a 1-hole punch, but a 3-hole punch will do as well. Waxed cotton cord and an inspirational quote. All right, let's get started. If you start with a piece that is about 11 centimeters long, it will shrink to a piece that is about 5 centimeters long. Go for something about double the length you want it to end up. The one I chose before I started was Make Good Trouble from Representative John Lewis. I then went online to a font website and typed it in and got it in the font I wanted and printed it out. You could also do it by hand if you like your handwriting or if you have a good brush lettering sort of style. Let's see what I can do that way. My piece that I made earlier and then shrunk was about 2 centimeters or ½ inch wide. That was with room left at the ends to punch holes. Let's just draw those in. There you go. That's how you would draw one out by hand, first writing it in cursive or print and fattening up your downstrokes so that they have a lot of character. This is, of course, always optional. I can't make you. Put the piece of shrink plastic on top of what you wrote, and you want the sort of more textured side up because that's the side you're going to write on. And now it's time to trace out what I wrote. And there we go. Now I will cut this out, trying to keep a nice straight line, so why don't I draw it in first like a smart person. There. Then I'll use my hole punch. Then I'll use my scissors again to trim the edges round. It's very important that you do this, as when the shrink plastic goes small, it will be very sharp at sharp corners. There we go. All right. Now it's time to put this into the oven. You'll want to put the plastic in the oven on top of a piece of aluminum foil on a cookie sheet or something like that. The temperature you want to set your oven to is 329 degrees, or about that. You will watch the plastic through the door of your oven and it will crinkle up and then uncurl and lie flat. Once it's lied flat for a couple of seconds, it's done. Put on your oven mitts and take it out of the oven. And look at that! Fantastic! Slay the day! Now conveniently wrist-sized. While it was still a little bit hot, but touchable, if you can't judge that, just don't do this, I did give it a little bit of a bend to be more curved and wrist-shaped. And now it's time to take our shrink plastic quote and braceletize it. Okay, I have 2 lengths of wax cotton cord that are about 18 inches wide each. I'm going to take one of the lengths of cord, fold it in half, and twist the middle until it sticks together a bit. Then I'll thread this through the hole in the side. I'll open up the loop and feed the 2 other ends through here. So now it's looped on like that. I'll do the same on the other side. There we go. Now that we've got loops on both sides, we can just tie this onto our wrist. If I go down like this, twist these. Of course, this would be easier if someone was here to help me, but I can do it. Pull that knot tight and make another knot. There we go. Now you could either knot off the ends of these and do something with them, or chop them off. If you want to go for a fancier fastening, you can try making slide knots. Tie a knot with one end of your thread over here around the other piece, and then on the other side do the same thing. As long as the space between them right now is smaller than your wrist, you can stretch it to be big enough to fit over it. Here, I'll show you what I mean. You can pull, and these 2 knots will get closer to each other, which makes it bigger. But then when you put it on, if you hold on to both ends, you can pull it wide again, like this. Now 1 knot is here, 1 knot is here, and the back is 4 strands. I would take these and knot them down so they look nice and cute. You might need to cut some off. And there you go. Here is our finished fancy version with extra knots at the end of our shrink plastic quote bracelet. If you have enjoyed this activity, tag us on social media with your results. Leave us a like. Visit the library for more grab and goes.